Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Bears. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Dallas Cowboys all-decade rebuild here on Madden 23. I hope you guys are excited. We are back with another episode. I think this is episode number 9, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is. We are getting close to episode 10. Is that significant? No, not really. But, I mean, it's kind of significant. But we are getting close to it. Episode number 9. We are in week number 8, because remember, the first episode was the fantasy draft and all that stuff. So, episode number 9, week number 8. We're taking on the Chicago Bears. Bears. And I'm hoping that we can cut out all of the turnovers that I'm known to produce with, not only with Patrick Mahomes, but with the entire team. I tend to, it's not really my fault with the fumbling the football with Adrian Peterson or with any running back, I guess, in any series. It's not really my fault. I guess I could not run directly into the hit-sticking linebacker. You could say that. So I guess that could be considered my fault. But I definitely need to cut down on these interceptions. I throw almost 2 a game. I think I actually am on a streak, on an average, throwing 2 interceptions per game with Patrick Mahomes, and I need to cut that out because Mahomes doesn't throw that many interceptions. He may throw 4, 5, maybe 6 interceptions in a season if he's having a really good season. So I need to cut these out because I've thrown, I think, maybe a dozen. I'm not joking. I think I've thrown maybe a dozen, maybe more. I don't know. We'll find out when we jump into the game because I think they'll show the stats. So I need to cut those out, and we just need to keep riding the back of Adrian Peterson. We just need to keep riding Adrian Peterson until his back breaks. We need to take him to Brokeback Mountain and ride him so long into the night that he cannot even walk the next day. That is how much we need to ride Adrian Peterson because he has gotten over 100 yards, I think, every game this season. Maybe at the beginning, he didn't get, like the first couple weeks, he didn't get any, didn't get over 100 yards, but I'm pretty sure he's gotten over 100 yards every single game. Definitely for the past, 4. So he's been on a hot streak. We need to keep pushing him and keep riding him, and we need to keep feeding Julio Jones because he has developed into a menace to society. Julio Jones has become better than Calvin Johnson. And that's only because I throw to Julio more sometimes. So that's the only reason why. But taking on the Bears, week number 8. We're at home still in Jerry's World. We haven't been on the road in a while, but I think the next couple of games we will be on the road. So we got to utilize our home field advantage while we can. Jerry's World in front of the millions and millions of Cowboys fans around the world, including all of you. I can't even say it with a straight face. Let's get into the video. Hope you guys enjoy. If you do, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get it. Here we are, week number 8, like I mentioned. We are coming off of a big blowout victory over the Lions, 45-19. We're 6-1 on the year. Arguably should be undefeated, but hey, it is what it is. The mock draft number 2 is live, and I don't even really know much about this class, if we're being honest. I don't really know much about this class. I haven't really taken a big look at it. All I know is our draft pick is probably 32? No, 30. All right, our draft pick is 30. But remember, this is an all-decade rebuild, so it's a quote-unquote Legends roster. It's in that realm, and so the draft picks don't necessarily matter as much as if it was to say like the Barons series or something like those along those lines, like a normal series. The draft picks don't matter as much in a series like this because there's so much more talent in the league than there was in a normal series. So we can draft somebody, we can choose to draft somebody, or we can use that pick and package it with some other pieces and move it for another player that we might want more, that maybe is more ready now, I guess you could say. So we've got weekly awards. Who won a weekly award? I don't remember. Mahomes. And yes, I didn't throw 2, but I did throw 1 in the last game. 5 passing touchdowns, though. I think most of those were to Julio. Was 3? 3 of them were to Julio, I think? Somewhere along those lines, he had 3, I think. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 5. I don't know. But we're going up against the Bears. And they have Alex Smith, Arian Foster. You guys remember Arian Foster? Beast. Matt Barkley's the backup quarterback. Alex Smith seems to be pretty efficient in the short game. Understandable. That's usually what he did in real life. And then Arian Foster seems to be pretty good, 92 overall superstar. Running back, we'll defend the short pass. If we need to adjust, we obviously will. Khalil Mack, a beast from the East, is back on the Bears. And they also have Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. Okay, so we'll throw a medium. You know what? We'll go after X Factor Mathieu. We'll see if he can lock down Julio or Calvin Johnson, whoever he's helping cover, and we'll see if he's got what it takes. Passing touchdowns, we'll stick with that. CJ Spiller, JOK, and Dietrich Wise are going to be the development guys, the focus guys, as they usually are, until we get more focus training, which I think we're almost to. Yeah, we have 63, so we could technically buy the rest of them, and I think I might do that before this video is over. I might do that right now, actually, so that I don't forget. But we have an upgrade. Excuse me. We have an upgrade. It is Kyle Long, and we will just give him Agile, I guess. Might as well. Not really a big deal. He's an 89 overall now. And we will look to purchase those for next episode so that when we load up in the next episode, we can add 3 more players. Because I don't think it'll take effect now, obviously, because we just did focus training. So it obviously won't take effect this week, but we can buy the first one, buy the second one, and buy the third one. Perfect. So now next episode, when we take on the Packers, I think is who we're taking next week. Let me look at the schedule. Yeah, so we have a bye week and then the Packers. We're on the road in Lambeau. So, oh yeah, because this is what I said. We actually take on the entire NFC North in the span of 4 weeks. Well, 5 weeks, because we have the bye week mixed in there. But we took on the Lions last episode. Now we take on the Bears. Next week is the bye, then the Packers, then the Vikings. That's crazy how we take on the NFC North. And the next 3 games that we play are all NFC North, and the last game that we played. So the past 4 games will be NFC North. But the Bears are 2-5. What is going wrong on their team? Who's on their team? We know a few guys, but who are the rest of the team? Who makes up the Bears? The Bears. We know Alex Smith is the quarterback. They also have Tyler Huntley, but he's injured, so that's why Matt Barkley was the backup shown. And we know Arian Foster. Rashad Penny's also there with James Cook, who is the brother of Dalvin Cook, if you didn't know. Mike Evans is the wide receiver with Anquan Bolden and Juju. All right, that's a pretty solid top 3 receivers. They also have Preston Williams, Miles Boykin. Pretty solid receivers there. Heath Miller didn't play in Chicago, did he? Did Heath Miller play in Chicago? I don't remember. Jake Matthews, Evan Mathis, Travis Frederick, Alex Boone, and Orlando Franklin. Wow, that's a really good offensive line. Our defense might struggle a little bit. Aaron Donald hopefully can get some pressure, but that's a really good offensive line. Sam Hubbard on the defensive line with Jarrell Casey, but he's hurt, so they're going to have Joseph Osai. Yikes. If you know, you know. Then they've got Kenny Clark, Maurice Hurst on the D-line. Kenny Clark's very good. Khalil Mack we know about. James Laurinaitis. James Laurinaitis? Why did I put a T on the end of that? James Laurinaitis. 3s in the... He's 55 here, but in college he's 33. From the Ohio State University. Playing middle linebacker. Somebody I definitely want to get on my team at some point. Kayvon Thibodeau playing outside linebacker for the Bears. Then we got Nate Hobbs, DJ Reed Jr., and Paulson Adebo. Okay, not a great corner room. I mean, 6'5", 5'9", 6'1", 5'10". These guys are short, and they're not super fast. So our guys, our receivers like Julio, Calvin, the tight end, whoever's the backup, Antonio Gates, that's right. I forgot because Gronk's hurt. So Antonio Gates, who's also been performing pretty well. All those guys are huge. So we should have a big day against the corners. We know Tyrann Mathieu, and they also have Justin Reed, former Chicago Cougar legend in an alternate universe. Cairo Santos, the kicker. Michael Dixon is the punter. All right, so they also did Sansabacher as on the practice squad. That's a weird one. Former Buckeye as well. Okay, we know what the Bears have. We know what we have. I guess we got to see how we perform on the field. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're going to enjoy. Let's get it. Cowboys, Bears.
It's week 8 of the National Football League, and we'll see the veteran Julio Jones. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Cowboys and the Bears, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time live from Jerry's World in Dallas. Well, I think it's the Arlington area is technically where the stadium lies. But anyway, we are live, Cowboys and Bears, and Alex Smith will take the field. Never played for Chicago. Feels like a Chicago quarterback now that I think about it. Having a fantastic year so far. But Alex Smith, now that I think about it, feels like he would fit in like a Bears uniform. He feels like you could see him, you could picture Alex Smith in a Bears uniform, but obviously he only played for like the 49ers, the Chiefs, and the Commanders, I think. I don't think he played for anybody else because obviously he had that catastrophic injury to his knee, which I watched live, and it was wild. Like, I never got to see the Joe Theismann knee injury, obviously, because I wasn't alive when Joe Theismann was playing, let alone getting hurt. So that was the closest knee injury that I've seen live that would compare to the Joe Theismann injury. And obviously Joe Theismann's career was ended because of that injury. Alex Smith, I don't know how Alex Smith is walking, let alone he played NFL games after the knee injury. Like, it took him a couple years, obviously, to heal back up, but he came back and actually played NFL snaps for the Commanders after that injury. I don't know how Alex Smith is walking, let alone playing NFL snaps. So he doesn't play anymore. He's been retired for a couple years, but it's crazy to think about that he actually came back and played NFL snaps. Not just he came back and he was on the team. He played in a game. He might have played in multiple games. I don't remember exactly. Pick that off. Yes, Darrelle Revis. Easy buckets. Easy reads. Bengal YouTube. 1 fish, 2 fish. Red fish, blue fish. Yes, sir. You don't throw on Revis Island. I know Dietrich Wise was in his face, and there was nobody in the area. He might have been trying to go to Mike Evans in the back there, but he had no shot. The arm strength was not there. And Darrelle Revis just sitting on Revis Island, baby. And there he is. Patty Mahomes, the man, the myth, the legend. And I have thrown exactly a dozen interceptions. I was right. Let's not do that. Let's just make sure that Adrian Peterson gets this football 72,000 times today, and we will be good to go. Or maybe not. Maybe Sam Hubbard and Khalil Mack will make sure that I don't get any yards. I guess that's also an option. I didn't count it. I didn't account for that to be an option, but that is certainly an option. And I see press coverage on the left side for on both sides. But I see mainly Julio Jones press coverage. You know Julio's become a menace in this series. Julio Jones! I tried to go for pass interference there. A little bit overthrown by Mahomes there. Julio's become some sort of a cult hero in this series in the first couple episodes. That's going to be a quick throw. Held on by Julio after getting attacked by multiple bears. Is it the cocaine bear? I have no idea. True story, by the way. But Julio does deliver. Mahomes with a good throw. Julio didn't actually cook his defender as easily as I thought on that one-on-one press coverage. I thought he might, but he didn't do it as dominantly as I would have hoped. Peterson got rocked by threes, and it's 3rd and 2. Where do we go with this football? I think we might test. I think I might test Calvin one-on-one on a streak. I don't know if he'll be one-on-one. I got to throw that away. I pressed R1. I guess I was too late. Khalil Mack with the sack. We'll kick our field goal, but I pressed R1. I guess Mahomes' throwing animation is just a little too slow for something like that. For some reason, there was 7-mile-an-hour winds pushing to the right. I don't know if the dome is open, because this is a domed arena, like a domed field. So they must have the top open or something. I don't even know if the top can be open. Obviously, there's got to be something, because there's wind in the stadium, unless it's artificial wind. They're just pumping in artificial wind. They're using George Bush's weather station to pump in some artificial weather or something. I don't know what's going on. Darrelle Revis in the zone, activated after the interception, obviously. And Aaron Donald will not get the sack. How did he not sack him? He's still up on his feet, and somehow that's going to be caught. How in the wide world of sports did that get completed? First off, Aaron Donald should not have been able or Alex Smith should not have been able to break off the sack of Aaron Donald. That's the first thing that I question. Then Dietrich Wise falling over right in front of Alex Smith and not wrapping him up is unbelievable. And then the fact that double covered, I think that might have been Mike Evans. It could have been somebody else. I wasn't paying attention. But whoever caught it was able to come back to the football 15 yards away from where he was and is able to hold on for a touchdown. And then I completely whiff on the hit stick tackle with Troy Polamalu, and Heath Miller's a touchdown. Heath Miller played for the Steelers. That's what it was. Duh. I'm an idiot. I don't know why that just popped in my head. Probably because Troy Polamalu was in my head. Well, that's not fun. 2 unbelievable plays. That just reminded me that we're playing Madden. You know, sometimes how you get into a groove, you're kind of like, oh, I'm playing a fun football game. And then BS like that happens, and you remind yourself, oh, I'm playing Madden. That's the kind of stuff that knocks you back into reality. It is 7-3 now. We arguably should have had a touchdown ourselves, but I kind of fumbled the bag in short yardage situations, and we had to take our points. But we got the ball back. We'll try to give this back to Adrian Peterson, although I'm going to go drags vertical. You know I love me some verticals, man. I say it every episode. I'm a sucker for verticals. Some may even say I'm a salute for verticals. And I didn't even choose to go verticals on that play. I went with Calvin, who was running underneath. But now we're going to go traditional verticals. Antonio Gates might have been open on that. And I'm not even going to take the verticals on this one, too. You know what? Verticals are a distraction. It's mind games. I'm getting into the psyche of the Bears defense. Duh, Bears. And I'm making them think, oh, I'm going to go verticals. And then I take the underneath stuff. Peterson gets the first 3rd and inches. Oh, that's BS. End of the first quarter. I don't know how they give that inches. That's clearly a first down. But we'll just run on this defense of Chicago. Yes, sir. Adrian Peterson. Wide open hole. Some may even say it was gaping. Huge hole. Peterson goes right through it. Fumbled the football, but they called it progress was stopped. 2nd down and 8. I don't really want to run this football because then we get stopped and it's 3rd and long. So I'll take the easy stuff. Antonio Gates, stiff arm action, got blown up by, was that DJ Reed? Who blew him up there? Whatever it was, it worked. Hit him hard. Gets the first down. Usually those kind of plays get stopped very quickly because the corner that's in that area kind of gets vacuum into the area and is able to close down very quickly. So usually it doesn't happen. Khalil Mack again with a quick rush. Another Khalil Mack rush that forces me to have a bad result. 2nd down and 10. This might work, it might not. It barely worked. If that was online, that gets lurked 9 times out of 10. Thankfully, this isn't online, and thankfully it didn't get lurked. Djax with his first catch of the day. Don't really utilize him as much as I probably should. Peterson with another good run. Great blocking from the lineman. We'll go back to it, run some no huddle. And I see Threes making a move, but he doesn't do it. He over pursued, and he gets nothing there. Peterson will take the ball for a huge gain. And we are knocking on the door of taking the lead back. I'm going to roll to the left here. It's designed for everything to go to the right, but Mahomes going to take it himself. Patrick Mahomes scores the touchdown. Don't really do that a lot with Mahomes, but he's got them wheels. He's got them wheels. And I thought I might have some room there. Channeling the spirit of his backup quarterback, Michael Vick. The good parts of Michael Vick, not the whole, using dogs to fight each other whole thing. But we won't talk about that. The good parts, which is the NFL stuff. And scrambling in for a tutty to give the Cowboys the lead 10-7. We got the lead back. He wisely kneels it because I was bringing the heat with JOK there. What's Matt Barkley going to teach Alex Smith that he already doesn't know, or that he doesn't already know? Try not to throw interceptions? Oh, no, great blocks from the Bears. And Arian Foster is like a missile. He's got open space for days. That was great blocks. I can't even be mad at that. They sealed the edge very well. Oh, Foster, nowhere to go. Nowhere to run. 2nd down and 9 from the 45. After 3 straight runs, it is 2nd down and 9 from the 45 for Alex Smith and the boys. And that's a good throw. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Another 1st down. Getting held on the right side. Orlando Franklin holding. Not good. 1st down and 10. The Bears moving the ball. They've moved the ball with ease on their first drive, and now they do it again. Pick that off. Ooh, Ray Lewis almost got there. He's got that killer mentality, man. He was ready to murder that ball. Man, he was almost there. Get off, Terrell Suggs. That's going to be a deep one. Palomalu! Thank God that Jimmy Smith was there, because I completely whiffed with Palomalu on the interception, and Jimmy Smith gets in there to affect the pass and break it up. There's the hit from Donald, and it's going to go incomplete. 4th down. We hold the Bears to a field goal. 4th and 13 from the 38-yard line. We'll see if they can make this. It's deep. It's got the accuracy, but it did not have the leg. Who's their kicker? Is it Cairo San? I don't remember who their kicker is. But he had the accuracy, was on target, just was not strong enough for the distance that they chose. And we have a wide open Calvin Johnson Jr. 1-play touchdown, Mahomes to Megatron. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Patrick Mahomes is on one today. He's got the rushing touchdown. He's got that touchdown right there to Calvin. Mahomes is on target. He's playing a different level of football today. That was crazy arm talent. I mean, they press coverage. You know, press coverage against any receiver is dangerous, let alone receivers of the talent of Megatron and Julio Jones. 2 Hall of Famers. And so the Bears are just like that, down 17-7. They've got to get their act together, or it's going to get very, very early for the Chicago Bears. They might be taking some early showers. We're still in the 2nd quarter, though. We got a lot of football left to play. Oh, Alex Smith has nowhere to go. 3 Cowboy pass rushers were in on him. He just chose to throw it deep into out-of-bounds territory. He went deep, and he fails. They give it to Foster. Good job by Ray Lewis. He got blocked, but he still made the tackle while being blocked. That is some hardcore strength from Ray Lewis. And it's 3rd and 8 just like that. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Can you believe it? Aaron Donald making an impact, and that's going to be 4th down fumble. T-Sizzle picks it up. Can he take it to the house? No, he can't. I don't think that was a fumble, by the way. I think he might have been down. They're probably going to review this. Juju with the catch. I'm assuming it's going to be called Overturn, yes. So it'll be 4th and 1. They'll punt the football back to us anyway, barring a punt or barring a fake punt, I guess. But I figured that would be called back. It didn't feel like a fumble. It didn't give me that oomph like a fumble usually gives me. And Deshaun Jackson just tried to go right up the middle on him. Doesn't really work. I got a few yards, but doesn't really work that well. All right, let's get to the halftime locker room, and then we'll move forward from there. We'll go with some under, and then we'll change it to verticals because I've got bazooka activated. You know I love me some bazooka bubblegum. There's Adrian Peterson underneath. He will get the first down, I assume. Yes, he does get the first down. We'll give this ball to Peterson on this one and a carry. And I ran right into him. No, I tried to get on the outside, but I got sucked into it before I could move. I got too close. And we're running into halftime here. We got to be careful we don't miss an opportunity to score. You know I love opportunities to score, especially when Julio Jones cooks everybody. Touchdown Cowboys. Oh, Patrick Mahomes is on a different level today. Julio Jones just absolutely burnt toast on everybody there. And Mahomes with that bazooka X Factor, absolutely guaranteed bucket. Big touchdown from the boys. I tell you what, man, Patrick Mahomes today has been unbelievably good. And we are about to end this half dominating. Yeah, I did miss the extra point. Sometimes I miss them, man. Sometimes I miss them. Sometimes the accuracy does not go the way that I want it to. But our defense needs to certainly step up against this Bears defense, man. Or against this Bears offense. Alex Smith has been getting a little too many things that I don't want him to get. I mean, look at those yards. Those numbers are doing too good. He does have the interception, but other than that, although that wasn't really his fault, he was running to his left and just threw it across the body and stuff. He was never going to be accurate on that one. They used their first timeout. 18 seconds. I don't really want them to get points, but if they get a field goal, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's going to be a screen pass, something I didn't expect. Good job tackling him, keeping him out of field goal range for now. 12 seconds, one timeout. I don't think their clock management is going to be good enough here. I really don't. Especially if Darrelle Revis would have picked that off. They're not in field goal range. They're not. They're going to go for this. They're going to go to try to score a touchdown here with no timeouts in 7 seconds. If we keep them in bounds, it's game over. I was hoping he would catch that so that we could just wrap him up and it'd be game over for the half. But unfortunately, they have one final play. 2nd and 10, 4 seconds from the 48-yard line. Clearly not in field goal range, so they go for the Hail Mary pass. The Hail Murray, and it's not even going to reach the end zone, not even close. And it's going to just be knocked incomplete. Cowboys survive. No points given up by the defense. And we go to the second half. We're going to go throw it medium because that seems to be what I've been doing the best at. We're going to try to defend the medium pass of Alex Smith because he seems to be doing pretty good there too. So we move to the second half. Let's see what we can get done. Deshaun Jackson, trying to get him more involved, not only in special teams, but in the actual offense. I don't know how successful that's going to be. Look at that, Adrian Peterson, we're not even halfway through the season. He's already got almost 1,000 yards. That's just how dominant he's been. We talked about that earlier. That's just how dominant he's been. We'll keep handing it off to him. Peterson, he's going to go nowhere there. I guess I shouldn't say nowhere. He got 4 yards. That's not nowhere. That's a solid gain. I'm going to throw that quickly. That was a risky ball, but I threw it quick enough to where the linebacker wasn't ready for it. Julio, the menace that he is, holds that, catches that ball. We'll go to him again. Julio with another drop. I thought he was going to hold on to that. That linebacker came in a little too quick for my taste and got the ball knocked out. So I'll just check it down. That time Julio's going to hold on. Big catch. 10 for 13, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns for Mahomes. Very good day for him. We'll go back to the run game. Try to get Peterson involved even more. Bears have done a decent job of shutting it down. 4th and 1. I'm going to trust my offensive line here. I shouldn't have trusted my offensive line. I should have went juice special. Ah, that's stupid. They shut me down. turn the ball over. I should have went Drew special QB sneak on that one. That should have been what I went with. I know better than to trust my offensive line in that situation. Alex Smith is going to take off and run. He's going to slide. Okay, didn't expect him to have that much room, but he does. Oh, that's going to annoy me, that the fact that I chose the run play instead of the QB sneak there. That's very frustrating, but it's going to be held on by Heath Miller, the only man who has the touchdown. The man who has the only touchdown, I should phrase it, for Chicago. 23-7. Third quarter is slowly going by. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Big hits. Earl Thomas makes him pay, but he holds on to the football, and it's 2nd down and 10. Don't know how he held on to the football, man. Quarterbacks usually pop that out with a big hit like that, but I guess I was wrong in that situation. It's going to be another quarterback keeper. Earl Thomas again wraps him up. Earl Thomas is not fooled by these quarterback keeps on the read option. He is not fooled by the read option there. That's back-to-back plays where Earl Thomas was the one to wrap up Alex Smith. He will not be denied, and it'll be little check down. I completely missed. Big hit from Pat Pete, but it's going to be a field goal opportunity for the Bears. They would have had a field goal opportunity no matter what. They were in field goal range with either result if they would have got what they got now, or if they would have been stopped further back, they still would have been field goal range. So Santos makes it. It is 10-23. It's still a 2-possession ball game, but we need to put up some points in this drive. We certainly need to put up some points on this freaking drive. Deshaun Jackson, I need you to be faster, my dog. I need you to be a little bit faster than what you were there. We'll give this to Peterson, and we will just try to run this ball and waste some clock. That's really the main goal here. Oh, James Laurinaitis. Threes was in on it. He was not fooled by the block. I'll have to give this again. It's Julio Jones, who still is a menace to society. Always finding a way to get open. We'll go verticals now. Julio's going to be open again. Julio Jones has become the guy. I haven't even thrown to Calvin Johnson. Maybe I've thrown to him once. I don't remember. But Julio Jones, 6 for 130. He has become a demon. There's Adrian Peterson. Not really much to give there. If we could waste this entire third quarter, that would be the ideal situation. Peterson going nowhere once again. We'll go dragon spacing. I don't know if I like this play that much. I don't like that play at a lot. Ugh. I knew I shouldn't have thrown that. Those plays never work. But we'll take our field goal with Adam Vinatieri here. This should be money, even with the wind. Vinatieri, it's hooking, but it will find its way through. So it's 26-10, 3-possession game. 3-possession game. That still had some distance. That could have been good for maybe 5 feet deeper. 5 yards deeper, I mean. 26-10. I didn't waste as much time as I wanted to. I wanted to get it into the fourth quarter before we either scored or just gave them the ball back in general. Unfortunately, we didn't do that, so we'll have to try and stop them here. But we've been somewhat efficient at holding them on offense. They got the touchdown with Heath Miller, and then they got the field goal last possession. But other than that, they really haven't been able to do much against our defense. Darrelle Revis almost there, was just a little bit slow to the play. He certainly could have picked that off if he was playing tight. Anquan Boldin with another catch. And we are entering the last minute of the third quarter. I would really like if this was stopped. Okay, 2nd and 3. Oh, last play of the quarter here. Last play of the quarter for the Bears. Is he going to get it off? They got motion. He gets set. They do get it off. Quick throw, caught. No first down, though. It's 3rd and 1 to start the fourth quarter. All right. I don't hate that one bit. I think that's a solid result, especially because it looks like they're going to go run. So we will pinch everything and we'll bring a blitz to try and get to the running back. It's going to be play action, but he did not make it. Play action, but he does not make it. They're going to go for it again. So we'll bring everybody and do the exact same thing. I didn't expect play action there. It is going to be a run to the fullback, and I got sucked into the blocks. That's unbelievable. I was going to pull off there and bring him down. They handed it to the fullback, but I got sucked up with the blocking. It was like a suction. I got like pulled into the offensive line. I saw that I could have made the play, but Darrelle Revis makes it. Revis Island, number 2. Darrelle Revis. You can't throw on him. They tried to go jump ball Mike Evans, 6'5", on the, I think he's 5'11", Darrelle Revis. Not 100% sure. He might be 6 foot. He's not super tall. But that is a crucial error by Alex Smith. Unbelievable. Darrelle Revis turned his head around, something the Ohio State secondary didn't do all season. Adrian Peterson gets a couple. We'll go with a pass here. We kind of have to. There's no way we're going to get a first down running the ball. Not on this Bears defense. They've been good all day. And I get sacked. Of course I do. Of freaking course I do. Makes sense. You know the deal, though. We don't punt the football on the channel. We're going to take that sack, we're going to eat it, and we're going to go for it on 4th and 18 because I'm a psychopath. I shouldn't have went for it on 4th and 18. I should have punted that ball away. Whoops. Oops. Oopsie scoopsies. We are in some big boy trouble here in 4th quarter territory. The Bears have a chance to score another touchdown. Their second of the game, it would be, to try and pull themselves back in this game. Come on, boys. Get her done. Get her done. Intercept that. Earl Thomas. Good play on the ball. In the air. Hand fighting. You love to see it. 3rd and 8. You think this is 4-down territory for the Bears. It's got to be. And it's going to have to be 4-down territory. Ray Lewis steps in and stops them. Foster's going nowhere. We have a chance to hold them to no points when they were in red zone from the beginning on their drive. Get there. Stop them. That's to the end zone. No good. Incomplete breakup, and the boys survive. Oh, this defense is scrappy. Ray Lewis celebrating. He's got that killer mentality, man. He knows what to do in the biggest moments and how to get away with it, man. Woo. That was a big boy play from the defense there. Big boy drive from the defense. And now Adrian Peterson stepping up. He's taking over. The defense did their job, and now Peterson's doing his. He's finally getting some open lanes to run. It seems like this defense is finally getting fatigued. This is when Peterson starts to take over. And especially if he can get his X Factor lit up, it'll be a no-brainer that he's going to dominate. We got 3 minutes left to go in this game. The 3-minute warning. Peterson takes it, gets the first down and more. 22 carries on 89 yards. Kayvon Thibodeau gets the tackle there, but we are moving and scooting, boys. We are moving and scooting. Give this to Peterson. Again, he bulldozed Thibodeau, but 3's got me there. This is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. I'm not going to snap this ball. I'm not going to waste a down right before the 2-minute warning. So there we go. We get to the 2-minute warning. They're going to use their timeouts, I would assume, so we got to make sure that we get these yards. Because it's only a 16-point game, so they still theoretically have a shot. It's not a very likely shot, but they have a shot. Peterson, I need you to break that tackle a lot quicker. And they will use their timeouts. So it is now 3rd and 5. I don't really know where to go with this. I don't like any of these options here. A corner with Antonio Gates might be the best option. I got to throw that quickly. Antonio drops it. 3rd and 5. Antonio Gates could not hold on. A 66-yard field goal. I don't think Vinatieri's got the leg for a 66-yarder. So we'll have to go for this. I should have maybe went possession catch. Julian Edelman, and it's a first down, and now we can try to run the clock out even more. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Let's just give this ball to Peterson. I can't get enough yardage to get the X factor, which is annoying, but that's all their timeouts gone. So Chicago cannot stop the game anymore. Either a penalty or out of bounds or an incompletion or anything will stop it. But we got to get that first down to end this game. That would theoretically ice this game. I kind of want to see a streak from Julio. That's about the only thing I'm going to adjust. because I'm going to have to throw it to him. Julio Jones, incomplete, but we are into field goal range more than a 66-yarder. It's a 58-yarder. And I feel like Vinatieri's got a 58-yarder better than a 66. It's up. It's got the angle, and it had... Oh, he might have been able to hit a 66-yarder. That might have been good from 66 now that I'm looking at it. I mean, that was max power, and that still had some good height on it. Huh, that's interesting. That's a good thing to know. That is a good thing to know that Adam Vinatieri might have the opportunity, might have the leg to hit a 66-yarder at some point. Maybe we're going to need it at some point. Maybe in the playoffs, who knows. But it's good to know that it's possible, or at least the option is there, because that 58-yard, I mean, that was 58, that's not a short kick. And it still had a lot of room underneath it. And Jimmy Smith is going to push him out of bounds. Good job. 1 minute and 6 seconds to go. There's not much time left on this clock for the Bears. They have no timeouts. They're going to have to play the sidelines or get picked off by Darrelle Revis. Nope, didn't get picked off. But they're going to have to run no huddle. Under a minute now. The Bears are rushing, and it's going to be picked off. Jimmy Smith, game over. Game over. Jimmy Smith ices it. Wow. Another interception, this time by Jimmy Smith. He undercut it, and he picks it off. Peterson will get the carry, and this game is over. 27 carries for 100 yards even, and I will end this game with a knee. Wowza. What a game. I mean, we played really, really well. We did. We played good enough to win it. And obviously we did win it. Our defense played better than they have in a while. I shouldn't say that. We've played good all season. But the Cowboys win the game. We hold on. Those interceptions were crucial, especially that second one that Alex Smith threw. 13 of 20, 243 yards for Mahomes, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I think this is the first game in the series where I haven't thrown in at least one interception. Peterson, 27 for 100 yards. Mahomes had that rushing touchdown. He was on one today. 6 catches for 130 and a touchdown for Julio. He's an animal. He's a menace. Calvin had 2 for 67 and a touchdown. On defense, Darrelle Revis played huge. 7 tackles, 2 interceptions. Absolutely massive day. Ray Lewis, 5. Earl Thomas, 4. We didn't sack Alex Smith at all, but we had 2 from Revis and 1 from Jimmy Smith. Absolutely massive performance from everybody, especially Darrelle Revis. And we move and we win another game. I think that's, what, 7-1 now? Absolutely dominant, and we get another win against the Bears this time. Now we got to go play the Packers, but we got a bye week before that. Okay, so in the next episode, we will finally go back on the road after what feels like forever since we were on the road. We go to Lambeau to play Russell Wilson and the Packers. Let Russ cook in Green Bay. 7-1 versus 4-5. Then the next episode after that, we play the Vikings to wrap up the NFC North. Then we come back home to play our rival, the Giants, and we play the Colts. So that's the next 4 games coming up on the schedule. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.